All right, take three. I better speed this up. All right, this is my ePortfolio, Zane Warnkin. Been a long process. A lot of things have gone on, and I'm so excited that I've gotten to this point. My artifact folder, I'll go through some of these a little quicker because I seem not to be finishing all the things that I've added. My goals, I won't play it, but I think the main thing is I need the money as I'm getting older. I don't really want to be the principal here in the States. I'd like to go overseas and be an AD athletic director that I was, and this probably will help me. And then maybe something I didn't say in here is finish my career as a administrator, a school leader in a small Christian school overseas, like in Asia or Africa or something. My leadership philosophy, I want to approach every day with passion and excitement. Positivity is so important. I want to inspire others, build leaders within the school, build capacity in that sense. School leaders need help, and I will definitely be good at that, I believe. I'll be open and honest with everybody I deal with, but I will be kind also. Here's my plan of study that I am done. And you can see how long ago it's been. I have classes that I think aren't even offered anymore. But oh well, it still is good. Here's a resume I've used since I've been teaching. You can see if you go like now, but if you go all the way down, when I started, I was in a little town in St. Regis, Montana. Where is it? St. Regis, Montana for 1 year. Dang, that was a long time ago. But all over the world, all over the country, it's been a great career. The activity form, took me a while to figure this out. I made some mistakes, but I think I got it figured out now. Tracker was great, just kind of keep me organized on the different things to get the standards and the components for each standard. My verification form, they're a little weird, but they work if you click on them. My assistant principal did most of my district stuff. Tyson is my secondary assistant principal and AD, and he did a lot of stuff in the secondary part. Lisa is my primary, and she did all that. And then I did one with Cammie, the graduation. She is the secondary principal. So all those are completed. It was hard to get a lot of things with COVID, though, except for the COVID task force, because you just couldn't go meet people. Now, this thing, holy moly, it was difficult. I'm not a writer. I can write, but I'm not a writer. It doesn't energize me. It just wears me out. But I have to admit, I learned a lot. I researched articles that I thought I could use. I researched articles that I thought I didn't agree with or that I liked, things that I can apply. I marked some of those. So there's some really good stuff in here, I have to admit. Sometimes it's not about doing things that you enjoy. Sometimes the hard things are the best, and this turned out to be very good. I am glad I'm done because it wore me out. But it was, that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of writing. 33 different articles. As you can see, you go down. Different articles of all these different parts. Then the video, and then I'm going to go down to the reflection. I thought this was really good. And I can't remember what class it is. I'd look back through the different class I've taken. But what I enjoyed was this part, kind of reviewing all the things that I've taken. Looking at the different things I've saved in my Google Docs. I know there's stuff that I didn't, unfortunately. But just to learn and to reflect on what I learned and how much I did learn and how much I can apply was very exciting. Because sometimes you just do so much you get overwhelmed. But just kind of the short reflection on these different things has very much helped me. So I have to say, that was a very good part to this ePortfolio also. Okay. I got to get through these quicker. I've really struggled. I'm just going to highlight 4 or 5 of each instead of going through every one because I just can't finish. The district activity. So I'll start the school board meeting. I thought that was interesting. Man, there's a lot of meetings for admin. But just to see how the board members, the community, and the administration react and act in these meetings, especially with COVID, how crazy it was and different things that were going on. I saw many of these. I have 2 down, but there were other ones that I did just to see, because we had information presented. and questions that were asked by different people, or comments or suggestions, was just really interesting. I like this one, the Indian Education Frogs. We're talking about culture responsiveness and how we can incorporate the Indian culture from our state into each and every grade and classroom, how they go about doing the process, what they can do to get resources. We had an awesome presenter coming in. Then COVID canceled. It was going to go to all 3 levels. It was going to go into some classrooms, and we saw a video. It was amazing, and then it got canceled. But I think this is a great thing for our community, for our school, for our state. Let's see. I'm going to go to this one here. This was good because I learned a lot from our superintendent. He was building leadership amongst us on how we did have clear expectations. We talked about the big 3: social distancing, PPE, and cleaning and sanitizing. We talked about schedules, hybrid schedules, AB, 50-50 model. How does this all going to incorporate with teachers that are there all the time and then kids are out? How do we get that work to them? So these were all just amazing concepts that I had to learn about operations and management. This was the final district. You'll see in these other ones, I have other district parts and elementary parts. This is our final district reopening plan. This was presented to the board and accepted. This was upside down. Probably should switch that. But there was a lot of good information. It was a lot of work. A lot of people involved. But just to be involved with something like that and see how we can incorporate our management styles and leadership and operations, how is it going to work? I mean, from food to bus drivers to maintenance to janitorial to teachers to paras to admin to, it was crazy. Parents, what do we do? Because it's different for them too. That's all the ones I'll go. There's more, but I keep running out of time. All right, let's go to our elementary. This is where I reside. So this is going to have more. I was able to get more of them. Like I said, it was hard to get principals to respond because COVID was so all-encompassing. If it was contact tracing or dealing with PPE issues or sanitizing or whatever it may be, there was so much going on. I think I'll start with this one. This one was good. I was able to be the head on the first aid and some of the safety presentations that need to be done. I was responsible for making sure everybody's bucket of safety equipment was filled properly, that I created new safety equipment and materials for everybody, that everybody had it. I explained how to use certain things and what the protocol was with our safety equipment and our bucket. So that was really good to be a leader and step up and have to do that. I thought this was a great experience. I had to be the lead teacher for the specials, which is art, music, counseling, library, and physical education. And I was responsible to know I had to set the norms and had the agenda, and we'd meet, twice a week most of the time to try to figure out after the principal has communicated with us. So the principal didn't have to meet with us all the time. This was what we did, and I was responsible to lead these. And if we had any concerns or any questions, I had to report back to the principal and get them back to the special teachers. So that was a great experience. This was a great experience too, the attendance committee. It was we had a lot of meetings for this. We talked about how, because it was very important, it was part of our school improvement committee. We called it Positive Climate Committee for our school. We have a pretty good school, very positive, but we have a group of kids that are not there very often. So we set up some incentives. So hopefully that would help for classrooms and for individuals. And we also set up, after we got going through it, we looked for reasons kids were missing, for chronic absences, and we got those kids. We tried to figure out what was going on and if we could help them and how we could help them. And then we'd have meetings. We called them SIT meetings, to bring in different people to try to improve the attendance, because we know we need to get kids in the seats so they can learn. If they're home, they're not learning. So that was a great experience. IEP meetings. This was another great experience. The playground committee. It's a 2-year process. We got a donation of $30,000. As you know, $30,000 doesn't do much our playground is a disaster. It's not safe. It's not ADA compliant. We got an F when we did our report card on it. So we had to bring in a grant writer. We brought the maintenance person. We brought the superintendent. Different people involved, parents, trying to figure out how we can get a playground that is ADA compliant and it is safe. We had a little girl break her arm the last week of school. So and the problem is we're thinking of moving our school, so there's a lot to it. So hopefully by the end of the summer we'll have some answers to what we're going to get. The data committee was awesome because we got to take the scores of the kids. We placed all the kids. We had the big board. We placed all the kids into different levels of where they scored. If they were upper or met meeting criteria or below, and if wherever they were, we try to get some help for them. We used data, include Acadian's map and SRI data. So if they were low, we were talking about giving them either Title I or special SPED. If they were high, we could give them gifted and talented. We had that teacher there. So there was a lot of different things we were able to incorporate with it. And then with that, what we did is we took the next two meetings, and we talked about how to create. We took that data and we were like, okay, how do we discuss to move the top 10 strategic students to benchmark, right, by spring of our grade level team. So we talked about ways we can help the grade level teams, different types of material that can be used to be incorporated, and then our music teacher created a song about how to retell a story. So that was awesome. That could be incorporated with what we're doing. So there's others. I had many more. We made a video, which was fantastic. I had to create an A/B schedule for specials. That's something right down there. That one energized me. I was responsible to do a mental health first aid. I had responsible to go to the class, get the material, and present it. Unfortunately, it was canceled by COVID. As COVID ruined a lot of things, unfortunately. Okay, secondary. This one is up my alley. It was a lot of AD assistant principal type stuff, which is still admin. The supervision changed. I mean, I have so many more hours in this, but we had to talk about who was allowed, what they had to do, where they could sit, and that made things a little more difficult in supervision. You know, when I had open gyms, the kids could only do certain things, and I had to be responsible and clean and everything. So there was a lot of different concepts of what we had to deal with. This was good. In Corvallis, this is about parent-student meetings when parents and students are upset. And as a coach, I get that all the time. And I talked to my principal about this and my AD. How do we do this? And he talks about, listen, have proper body language, don't be in attack form, be understanding but not judgmental. Don't take anything personally, no matter what they say, even if it is personal. Remember, they care about their child. That's a very important thing because we all do. Be open, honest, and straightforward. And so we in Corvallis use the student athletic parent contract. There's a lot of different steps, but that was just a great experience of what can happen if you are dealing with discipline or upset parents. That was the Western Montana Sports Attendance COVID. I really liked that. I thought this was really good because our AD and our principals had to make some of these exact same things to send out to their school to their students and their parents. So I made an awards night. It was a great way to connect with the parents. It was different. I did regular face-to-face, but just to have the ability to do that was fantastic. I think it was a great way of communicating differently if you have to. Help with the graduation. That was a great thing. We had a problem. We didn't have enough chairs, so we had to adjust everything on the fly. We had less time than we thought, so we thought we had everything in, and then that happened. That's great, because life is never like that in a school. It seems like nothing goes the way planned. This was awesome. Interviewing the head football coach, got all the information before. I even knew some people that were references and tried to get involved in that, and then we had to look through the resume to see if it was right before we made the proper choice. What a great experience. And I think the evaluation of my coaches has been great too, because I have to evaluate teachers, and I can do very informal walkthroughs or very formal watching of what they're doing, communicate with them what's right, what's wrong, what needs to be helped, and communicate that with them and with my boss. So I think that would very much prepare me for what's happening. So there is my presentation. I hope it is everything it's supposed to be. I worked very hard at it, and thank you.